Mathematics, and in this video we'll be solving geometric series, okay, using math. All right, so when it comes to geometric series, okay, we're talking about, okay, a constant as well as a base. All right, so rather than adding your constant to your base like in the arithmetic series, okay, basically you will multiply that constant with your base in a geometric series. Okay, so for example, okay, you have, okay, 2 as your base times 2, okay, raised to 1. Okay, so that's an example of what I was talking about earlier. So rather than multiplying your base, okay, you would add your base for arithmetic, and for geometric, you would multiply your base by your, okay, your constant. Okay, so let's say your constant is 2. You will multiply your base by 2. All right, so that will be 4. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, so further down, question number 81. A structured settlement yields an amount in dollars each year represented by N according to the formula P raised to N, or P at N equals 6,000 into 0.80 raised to N minus 1. Okay, so this is the formula they've given us. All right, and they want to figure out the total amount, okay, from the settlement after 10 years. All right, so given this formula over here, okay, what you can do is you can simply copy paste the formula, okay, just like I've done over here. All right, and basically what you will do is, okay, you will copy paste this formula in one of the cells, okay, and you will start off with the number 1, okay, for N, okay, because this is, okay, the value of N, okay. So as you move further down, okay, you will use, okay, different numbers for the value of N. Okay, so for example, if for your second calculation, if this is, okay, 1 row prior, okay, so let's say 1 calculation prior, this will be 2 minus 1. Okay, for your third calculation, this is 3 minus 1. Okay, for your fourth calculation, this will be 4 minus 1. Okay, 5 minus 1 for your fifth calculation. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so the beauty about Excel formulas, okay, they do the calculation for you, which means you don't need to calculate manually. Okay, however, if you were to do this manually, you can use your scientific calculator. And with your scientific calculator, all you have to do is punch in the numbers. All right, so let's start off with, okay, 6,000 into 0.80. Okay, this will be raised to, you will type in the value of N in brackets. So let's say you start off with 1 minus 1, bracket close. Okay, this will be 6,000. This is the number that you start off with, okay, for your first number. This will be your first number. So your second number, this will be 6,000, okay, into 0.80, okay, raised to, this will be 2 minus 1. Okay, so 2 minus 1, this is your second number. All right, so notice the total over here without the brackets, and notice the total when you put the brackets. Okay, here's a calculation error. Okay, so we know that this is 6,000 into 0.80, okay, raised to, this will be 2 minus 1. All right, so this will be 4,800. You do the same for all the numbers below. So let's say you have 3, 4, 5, 6 further down, all the way up till 10. All right, so once you finish the calculations, all right, you will need to add these numbers up. Okay, so once you add these numbers up, your total will be $26,778.77, which rounds up to $26,778. Okay, or you can say $79 if you want to round it off with no decimal places. Okay, so $26,779. All right, so this is basically how you work on question number 81. Okay, next question. This is question number 77. Okay, suppose you agreed to work for pennies a day for 30 days. You will earn 1 penny on the first day, 2 pennies the second day, 4 pennies the third day, and so on. How many total pennies will you have earned at the end of 30-day period? And what is the dollar amount? Okay, so we know that when you work for pennies a day, okay, you have, okay, this value over here on the first day, this value over here on the second day, this value on the third day, okay, so on and so forth. So you have to come up with a formula, right? So 1, 2, 4, these are your values that have been given. Okay, so 1, 2, 4. And now based on these values, you can figure out a formula. So we know, okay, that the difference between these two values is 1. And suppose this is a 0. Okay, so difference between 1 and 0 is 1. Okay, 2 and 1 is 1. 4 and 2 is 2. Okay, now if you continue on this path, okay, this will be, okay, 2 times 2, 4. Okay, which means the difference between this value and this value should be 4. The difference between this value, 4 times 2, this will be 8. 8 times 2, this will be 16. Okay, so the difference between this value, value number 6, and value number 5 should be 16. Okay, so if you continue on this path, okay, this will be 16 times 232. All right. So based on this, based on the difference, based on the volatility, based on the difference, what you can do is figure out a formula. Okay, so the formula will be, okay, 2 as your base, okay, raised to, okay, n minus 1. Okay, so let's say this is 1 minus 1. Okay, this will be 1. Okay, 2 raised to n minus 1. Okay, will be 2 minus 1. Okay, because this is the second number. So 2 minus 1, this will be 2. Okay, this will be 2 raised to 3 minus 1. All right, 4. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so if you continue this, okay, for 30 days, okay, the total number of pennies that you will get, this will be a total of, okay, this is your total over here. All right, okay, all right. So you can turn this into a dollar amount. All right, to turn this into a dollar amount, all you will need to do, okay, because $1 is 100 pennies or 100 cents. Okay, you've got 100 coins in a dollar. Okay, so this will be this figure over here divided by 100. Okay, so we know that the dollar amount will be $10,737,418.20. Okay, so this is basically how you work out geometric series. This is basically how you work out geometric sequence. And this is how you use formulas for geometric sequences. All right, so on behalf of B Electronics, this is Ubaid. Have yourself a great day.